Students, welcome back to the channel. And today we will be solving the next problem, that is question number 23. Okay, so let's read the question. It says we have to find the customer who made purchase in every category available. Okay. Okay. So basically, it says we have to find the customer who has made purchase in every single category, who has buy every category products, right? So here we'll table. Okay. In the first database, you can clearly see it is of a category, right? It is saying category ID and the category name, right? So category ID is 1 to 3 along with its name, that is electronic, clothing, and book. Okay. Now next we have the sales table. On sales table we have the sales ID, customer ID, categorical ID, and the amount. So we have 1 2 3 4 9. We have sales. Then customer ID we have 101 1 2 101 like this. We have some customer ID. Then we have the categorical ID, and then we have amount. And we can clearly see we do not really require a table or a column amount. Okay, so we can ignore it. Yes. So how we can find it? If we calculate how many categories are here. So if I calculate, yes. How many categories are here? How many categories are here? Many categories. So I will see, yes, there are three categories. Right? We can say we have the three categories. The calculation is and then next step. I got to know like I have the three categories, right? Then after that, what I do, what we have to do now, we have the customer ID. If I divide this uh, this data on the basis of customer ID, basically group by, basically I group by on the basis of the ID. I can see I have three terms. Then under 102, I have only two. Then on the 103 again I have the 3. Then what will I do? I group it and then I say like then I it count number of distinct IDs, IDs. If distinct ID equal to 3, then we can say it is equal to one SQL category, actual number of category, right? And if this is true, we will return the ID. ID is 101. Again, we will check for 2. So the distinct IDs that is present under the customer ID 102 is 2. But our actual ID is 3. So do you think it is equal to? No. Case become false. So we will return 102 ID. Then let's check for 103. So 103, we will count the distinct IDs 1 to 3. All three are present. So distinct IDs that is equal to our actual ID, actual number of IDs. So we will also return 103. And 4, we can clearly see it has only one value. So definitely it will not be our answer. So what we have did here, clearly see, firstly I calculate how many categories I have. So I calculate it is 3. Then I will group by on the basis of their customer ID and keep finding the distinct ID. There are many chances of the repetition, right? Here, like if there is 1 1 0 1 column and it has again ordered or has by the electronic devices. It might be possible. Yes, we also repeat an order. Yes, similarly, it can be happen. If, on the 101, if maybe she has ordered some clothes also. The category is here, right? So this kind of things happen. So we only need to find the distinct ID. Okay. So if we remove this, then we have only this data. It is giving 1 1 2. So distinct ID, number of distinct ID is only 2. That is again not equal to 3. Therefore, we will not take this as the output. But now we have 1 2 3 present under the customer ID, then we will take it. Okay. Now let's see the query. So it says we have to select the customer ID from our table sales, right? We have the table sales. And then we have group by on the basis of customer ID. Firstly, we have did the form and we take the table form and then we did the group by on the basis of customer ID. Yes, then we return having count. We have used having here. That is aggregation function. Then I use having count Count of what? Distinct ID. That must be equal to, we have count distinct category ID from the sales, right? Different IDs that is present in the sales. Uh, yes. Got it? It's that simple. Basically, the concept is, here we have to take the count of the distinct IDs and it should be equal to total number of categories. If these are equal, then we will return our customer ID. Otherwise, we will not print it. Okay. So let's see on MySQL. Okay, here you can see I have created a table named as sales. Then I will shuffle it. Yes, you can see I have a table named as sales. And for creating the table, I use create table sales, where I put the sales ID, customer ID, and the categorical ID. And a sale ID is the primary key, right? Then I have inserted the sales and the values. Basically, I insert the values here. So I put nearly 10 to 12 values. Okay. When I run this code, it is output. Table is already created. Cut it. This is like start from yes. Now you can clearly see a table that has the 12 entities, and here one then assign the sale ID, then we have the categorical ID. In this, basically the categorical ID, we do not create another table for the table. Okay, got it? Then we have the SQL file. In here you can clearly see the similar code that we have learned. Okay. So when I run this, see the kind of output. So it is saying 101 and 103. Let's go and check our table. Okay. Now we have the 12 values and you can clearly see 101 here, 101, 101, 101. That is 123. Then for 102, 102, there is only two entities, so we can ignore it. 1031, 1032, 1033. Yes, we have it. 103 and for 104 and 105, we only have two values. Therefore, we can ignore. Okay, so the answer is 103 and 101. The only concept we have used is, firstly, I have calculated total number of categories present in my database. So here, this is telling me total number of categories that is present in my database. On group by, after group by, I have applied the count aggregation function. The count is basically actually counting the distinct number of categorical IDs. So if it has the three, for example, in our case, we have the three categories. So the distinct ID is also three. That is equal to our SQL category. Then definitely we can say the customer has purchased all the items under the ordered category. Yes. Go practice this on MySQL workbench. If you are facing any issue or you are facing any doubt, just comment it down. Stay tuned for more videos.